Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Karen Lavender Clothesline, and if you don't know who I am a full-time reseller on eBay. I earn my living this way, flipping items for a profit. Most of these items I find at yard sales, thrift stores, estate sales, what other stores, retail arbitrage, all the things. So today we're going to do a proper haul. Now recently I started doing little snippets of hauls. Yep, sniplet is a word. Sniplet, one of those. And I usually do them in the trunk of my car because when I come out from a thrift store or from like a couple of yard sales, I found that it was really convenient just for me to film the back of my car with the items, that I just picked up. But today I am in the house and I have the table laid before me of items I picked up, a lot of them interesting, and I wanted to share them with you. So hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get going. Let's do a proper haul. So the first item that I saw sitting on the shelf was this beautiful catalytic lamp. This is for room fragrance, and it has this little cage top. I'm going to put the lamp down so you can really see this if you don't know what these are. And then the glass lamp has a cap, and then it has the stopper and a rope hangs down. You fill this glass lamp with oil and you light it and you let it burn for probably like, 30 seconds and blow it out. And you don't put the cap on, you put the cage on. And the lamp continues to emit the most beautiful fragrance. I found out about these years ago when I sold a house. The real estate agent gave me a present of one of these for the new home. And I was like, what is this? How do you do this? I'd never seen it before. Inside, the wick is like a rope. I don't know if this one has it because this one is used. There we are. See that double rope? Some of them have a single. Now the thing I love about these is not only are they beautiful and they're useful, but when you find a good brand of these, they can bring close to $100. And I love it because thrift stores don't know what they are. So let's not tell them. Okay, so I paid $4.99 for this. The brand that you want to really look for is Lamp. I don't know if I'm going to say this right. Berger, B-E-R-G-E-R. Might be French, Lamp Berger. That's probably wrong. And there is a sticker underneath the Goodwill sticker. I'll peel it off later to see the branding of it. This one is like a tortoiseshell in a tone-on-tone, meaning one color on top of the same color in a little bit different of a shade. That's what tone-on-tone is. So I went ahead and grabbed this for $5. You can do yourself a favor if you want to learn about these and just put in the comp, put it with Lamp Berger, two separate words, catalytic lamp, and sort them highest to lowest, and you'll see what kind of money these bring. Now I think Lamp Berger is a very old company, so some of them are antique. That's my knowledge of it. So that is item number one. Thrilled to find these. I have sold quite a bit of these and I was thrilled at the profit. The next item, you guys have seen me flip quite a bit. I not only show them in hauls, but I show them on Instagram so that you guys will pick this stuff up too. It is just a bag with mixed flatware. Now I don't pick up all baggies with mixed flatware. What I look for, of course, is sterling silver or flatware that is older that has some kind of marks on it. So this I noticed right away because it looks very different. Now I believe this is silver plate, not genuine silver, but the reason I picked this up is not for the brand International, but for the marking Waldorf Astoria. So this turns out, I believe this is the flatware that the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York used for many years. And even though this is not a complete set, of course, it's really just a lot of it. I'll have to count it out. And there's a few pieces in there that don't belong to it. I love this because it has an Art Deco motif to it. I hope the camera can focus on that. And it does have quite a bit of signs of wear, but some people will not care about that. I mean, it's not heavily destroyed, but it does have a good amount of use to it. But people want to complete sets of the set that they're collecting. So because this has an Art Deco motif to it, I said absolutely yes. What did I pay for this bag? $1.99. And out of this, I think I have about 8 pieces of it. I imagine this is going to bring probably $30 to $35, maybe a little bit more. So that was a great find. Next up is a very big piece. I know, can we have a moment of silence for how much I'm picking up big stuff again? I'm not picking up as much as I used to, but when I see a good piece, I can't leave it behind. Now this piece is not antique and it is not a high quality piece, but I thought the aesthetic is going to carry it. I'm not going to ship this. I'll do this on Facebook Marketplace. So as long as I think I can flip things on Facebook Marketplace, local pickup only, and I will also list it on eBay, local pickup only, so that way I'm not shipping it. Well, let me just pick it up and get to it and show you what I picked up. Look at this gorgeous, this is called a jardiniere. I'm not going to even try to spell that because my spelling is horrendous, but this is beautiful. Has printing on the inside, koi fish, pretty sure those are koi fish, and you can tell that it's had a little bit of wear, that somebody did really plant in it. The bottom has the Chinese writing. One thing I look for in large jardinières is the weight to it. I look for the heavier ones. See this rim here? When you see this rim with a natural discoloration, that's a better sign than if it's pristine. If this rim is perfectly clean, that means it's not old, because even if it's set on a table or on a shelf, naturally that's going to discolor just from it touching another surface. So I do have a tendency to look at this rim right away, besides of course looking at the quality, looking for chips. Something like this, I don't want it to have any chips, and I want the weight to be there, and this thing weighs a ton. My arms are killing me. But beautiful, beautiful motif. I like to see the ones that have scenes on them. Sometimes you'll see like a beautiful oriental scene with weeping trees. And again, this is something you can learn a lot about by putting in a comp and sorting highest to lowest. Your eye will get trained on which ones bring the most money. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to charge for this. I'm thinking probably around $50, but I haven't done the research yet. And what did I pay for this? I paid, I don't even see the sticker. Am I looking right this up? $7, $6.99. So I thought that was a great buy, and I'll report back on Instagram when it sells. This next item is brand new, this niche to me. I am trying to learn plush animals and board games. Now, why do I put those two together? Well, naturally, they're both children's items. I mean, board games could be a family item, but they're down the same aisle. That's what I'm trying to say. Games, children's toys, and plush animals are all down one aisle. And as I always say, I'm always crazy running. So when I can hit 2 or 3 new niches on the same aisle, it just saves time, being able to look for the things I'm learning all at the same time. I don't have to cross the store. I know, how crazy is that? So I try to look for games that I've never heard of. That is my first way of looking for this new niche, for items in this new niche for me. So I saw this sitting on the shelf. Nice quality box. It doesn't look homemade, because sometimes like schools or libraries, different organizations will create games and have them made up for their members, but they look kind of homemade. This one is glossy, beautiful, called Cash Flow. I had never seen this game before. And just the way that it was in the box, I could tell that the majority of the pieces were there, because I will not count pieces. Like Monopoly, I could never count the money, count the cards. Nope, I'm not doing that. But this I paid $2.99, so a great niche to start to learn about. And I do have to run comps on every game I don't know. Well, on every game, because I don't know comps on games. So this is How to Get Out of the Rat Race. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That book and that program is the maker of this game, or designer, created by Robert, oh boy, Kiyosaki. Maybe that's it. I could be wrong about that. But I said yes to this, $2.99. I think If I look in the game and I'm deeming that the game is in really pristine condition, which I did take a peek in the thrift store, I did peel off the tape, I will probably price this around the $30 mark and see how it does, you know, according to the comps and what the sell-through rate is. But I said yes to this. One of my first board games that I really don't know anything about, but I'm glad to learn a new niche. Now this next item won't necessarily bring a high profit, but again, I've never seen this exact one. So I do buy in this category, and I'm gonna call it Christianity Icons. So this is what this looks like. It is brass. That is the back. Now I know it's Christianity because it's the cross. I think this might be Greek Orthodox. So I'm basing that on the shape of the cross, and when I visited Greece and I went up in the mountains, a lot of the country homes had crosses like this. It reminded me of it. Now it could be another country, it could be Russia, it could be anywhere in Europe. I think it's Europe. I don't think this is South America. What I'm basing that on, I have no idea. But I said yes to it. I don't see any markings on it, and I paid $1.99 for it. And I do very well with any kind of icons, whether they're statues, crucifixes, Madonna and Child, anything that has a sentimental or a representation of a person's faith. I will go ahead and pick it up if it's unique, not something super mass produced, but something that I really don't see a lot of on the shelves. What am I going to price this at? I'm thinking 15 to 18, but again, I have to run comps. Just know that after all these years of me doing this, I still run comps a lot. Some days I'm in the thrift stores just throwing stuff in the cart, but most days I'm still checking comps on things. This I did not check, so there goes that theory. But I said yes to this beautiful crucifix. Now this item, baby dolls, I don't pick up a lot of. I have stopped picking up dolls because they sit very long for me, unless it is like an OG from Target or American Girl doll. Of course, we all know sells quite well if they're in good condition, not with the nappy hair, but like in really, you know, newer condition. Who else do I sell a lot of? That's about it. A couple times I've sold like French Gemot dolls that were vintage or antique, and they weren't even in great condition. But a Gemot doll, a true Gemot doll, will sell through very quickly if you price it right. This is the newborn baby genre. So I do have a tendency to look at these. Some of the newborn baby type dolls will do really well. And I thought this one at $1.99 was good and had a very good face. Now for any type of doll, the way that you look for branding, it's usually on the nape of the neck, on the back. Once in a great while, I've seen it on the belly or the foot. But basically, the nape of the neck or the back, the small of the back, is where you find branding. Now, I didn't undress this little girl, but so far I have found no branding. So if you guys recognize the brand of this little baby doll, can you leave a comment down below? I appreciate it so much. I always say this when you guys help me out, and you'll either send me a little email or down in the comments, you'll say, hey Karen, this is this brand, you want to look at this name. That saves me so much time, and I just appreciate you guys, love you guys so much for your help. You guys are on it, you really are, and just the community coming together and helping each other, like I try to give you any tips or what I'm buying. I love that. I love resellers helping each other. I think there is plenty out in the world, more than plenty, for all of us to do fine and not to be competitive. When I sell something or I find something that's, you know, very common, but it's a good producer, sometimes we'll keep a few things secret, not many though. So this baby doll for $1.99 was a great buy-in price. I think she's going to find a home and be well loved. All right, this item is just collective co-op. I think that might be Target. I don't know. I think Target, a lot of times, if I don't see like the threshold name or Hearth and Home, is that Joanna Gaines? If I don't see those names, I don't put them in my memory of like who sells this. But I thought this was very good. $4. It's a planter, beautiful owl, nice size. Owls are well loved. not as well loved as cats. Can we just all say that? Cats fly out almost always of whatever I pick up, as long as it's a nice item. And cat lovers are loyal. But this owl, beautiful again. I really liked him, and I said yes to him. $3.99. That was a great buy-in price. I'm thinking, I mean, of course I'm going to comp him because I don't know a lot about him, but I'm thinking probably 15 to 18 again. Okay, so you guys know me in a haul. What do we always do? At least one pair of shoes. It's such a creature of habit. It's really bad. I saw these sitting on a shelf and grabbed them quickly. These are track shoes, is that right? With these kind of spiky things on the bottom. And they are Nike Racing. So they're track shoes. What did I pay for them? I believe I paid $7.47. That's the base price at Goodwill. This was a Goodwill pickup and really nice condition. So I said yes to this. I don't know the comps on this. I know these will sell through well just because I've picked them up before in the distant past. If I remember correctly, I think I got 30 to 35 for these. Very lightweight, easy to ship. We love that. So the way I ship this pair of shoes is how I ship all athletic shoes. Tissue paper inside. This is after cleaning them up, and then wrap a tissue paper, and these will probably either go into a padded flat rate mailer, that's USPS, which is a standard, it's a flat rate, or I will wrap each one in bubble wrap and put them into a poly mailer, because there's not really any way these can get hurt as long as you bubble wrap them, give them some protection for their finish. So that is that pair of shoes. Only one pair of shoes this video. I know, shocker. Okay, we're gonna do two more items. I just realized the table. I have two things I want to talk about. This is a blade spiralizer. This cuts vegetables, and it is in new condition. I paid $6.99. See, so that was a great deal to get one of these. And I always go by the name, if it's a quality name or not. That's how I judge these. And I do open them in the store to make sure the blades are there and the little machine, the little cutter, and all of those things. So I always say yes to this type of thing. Mandolins, I'm trying to think, kitchen knives, of course. Any kind of kitchen tool that has a good name, good branding, good comp, I will definitely pick up. Very easy to ship, but the most important thing is that you open it and make sure the blades are in it, because nobody wants the device if half the blades are missing, because the whole point is to be able to cut fancy vegetables. So these are great for charcuterie boards. Charcuterie boards were all the rage. I think people are still making them, and it really makes your veggies turn into art for those boards. So very fun, $7, probably again about the $30 mark for this. Okay, so truth be told, I hate electronics. I have done more electronics than I care to. I think they are more problems than anything else I sell. I think pretty much. Electronics, there's no real way to show that the thing is working properly. eBay recently instituted the ability to put a short video on the listing, which that in itself, I don't see the sense of doing that, because the person can get it and say it broke in shipping or whatever. And it's not like you can say, send me a picture of the VCR not working. I don't know, it's a whole thing. So having said all of that, I still pick up electronics once in a while. I gotta get over it. All right, this is Samsung's HMX F90, a handheld camcorder. And it's in there. It seems to be in good shape. So $4.99, what I do is most times, even if I think they're brand new, I list them as not tested, sold for parts. Now I do get less money that way, but that way if the person gets it, the buyer gets it, they can't say, hey, this didn't work and you said it did work. So in the description, not the condition description, but the body, the big part, I will put, I purchased this in a thrift store, or I purchased this and I didn't test it. It may work, it may not. I'm selling it for parts. It gives the buyer a true sense of what we're talking here. So I paid $4.99 for it, and again, probably $20 to $25 for it. So me picking up all of these electronics, which I don't pick up as much as I used to, I blame Tim Osborne 2 Thrifts. If you're not watching his channel, that man kills it with electronics. I guess he's testing all of it. Just the thought of that makes me weep. Nope, not doing that. That's as bad as cleaning, I don't know, shoes or counting Monopoly, whatever. I mean, I do clean shoes, so what am I talking about? But you know what I mean. All right, next one up, because I am getting to the crazy point of the day. I did get listings on this morning. I have been listing at a clip, very proud of myself, pushing towards that 4,000 item mark for fourth quarter. I'm trying to be on it, but then you'll have a big selling day. Like the more you list, basically the more you sell. So if you have 100 items on eBay and you want to get to 200, you want to double your listings, it's not as hard to do as when you're at 3,000 and you're trying to get to 3,500, because you have to list a lot more because things are selling more because you have more. It's all a thing. But all right, the last thing is this box here. Looked vintage to me. The box is a little scrappy, and I saw it on a shelf, on the bottom shelf, way in the back, and I said, oh, Pioneer. Back when I was younger, all the guys wanted a Pioneer stereo system with the speakers. So I remember the name Pioneer, and this is a multi-compact disc player, CDX P610. Thank God for model numbers, because I would have no idea how to really look for if I have the same thing, you know, for a comp. So I'm going to hold it up again. This is what it looked like when I opened. When I see this, that the cord is in the box, that the things that go with it are still completely sealed, what I do is I pop the packing out of it right in the thrift store to make sure that the item is in there and it's not the old item, because many buyers, regular buyers, when they order a new electronic thing, they put the old one in the box and they donate it, and most times it was broken. So I've had that happen to me a couple of times. Thank goodness when that happened, before I really learned to check, the thrift stores were taking returns, but now most of them do not take returns, so you want to make sure that the correct item is in that box. Do not buy electronics in boxes without making sure that it's the proper one you're seeing the picture of. Same thing goes for dishes, pretty much anything that's in a box. All right, so what will I get for that? No idea. What did I pay for this? I think I paid $4.99. See? So a dress with stains and no button. I'm sure Goodwill watches this, because, you know, maybe that's paranoia or like a conspiracy theory, but I think Goodwill does watch YouTubers that are very big resellers. Not that I'm very big, but I think they do, because a couple of times very odd items that you and I talked about, when I go into my thrift store a week or two later, all of a sudden the price is triple. So am I killing it? Am I hurting us? I might be, but in the long run, I hope I'm doing more good than harm by helping all of us understand what is selling well and hopefully helping you guys make money. All right, so that is the video for today. I am sweating in front of this window. It is gorgeous here in central Pennsylvania. So appreciative for the beautiful weather. I'm going to get out there today and enjoy this day. I hope you do too. Hit that like and subscribe button if you will. Sorry to be a broken record, but that's the thing that really helps my channel, is you guys not only watching the video, but giving me a thumbs up and hitting the subscribe. All right, leave a comment down below if you know the baby doll name and what you are selling and how your store is doing. Thanks so much for watching. Go out and get what's yours.